Barak Yahuah Bahashem Yahushua Mashiach, and to the Kodashim and Talmudims, to Yehuda, the Elder Ak, Elder Coat, to Ephraim, which is Yasharal, Cody's greetings, and Shalom. I forgive myself, asking Yahuah to forgive me, forgive our forefathers, and forgive the ones who make transgressions and don't know they're making transgressions. And may Yahuah have grace and mercy on us all in these last days. You know, it's a lot going on, because when I was once asleep, I didn't have nobody to beat me up with the Bible and condemn me. So to my Hebrew Israelite brothers and sisters who condone and hate, condemning people, that's between you and the Most High, because you must show compassion. You know, you got to be a light to a nation of people. A Gentile is just somebody who ain't crossed over, mean converted, you know, until Yahushua's true. That's all a Gentile is. It ain't about color. We know the chosen people are, you know, brown people, bronze people, people of color. And our identity was stolen. That's just like if we stole the Caucasians' identity. They be mad at us, you know, kind of have some hate toward us when they find out the truth. But Yahuah will get that hate out your heart, because everybody was mad and angry when they found out the truth, you know. And I did used to teach that hate doctrine. But I have emerged brown and Caucasians, all right, until Yahushua. If anybody need to be re-emerged until Yahushua's name in the Ruach, holler at me. So the name of this particular lesson is life. Love is life. Ahabah is life in the absolute sense. 1 John 1:1-8. And I can admit I ain't been in the word like I was supposed to, you know, getting this word out. But, you know, I'm about to be back at it. 1 John. And I'm reading out the KJV, you know. I don't have a Sefer, but I say his name. All right. 1 John 1:1-8. That which is from the beginning, which we have heard, which we have seen with our eyes, which we have looked upon, and our hands have handled the word of life. Talking about his word, the Torah. All right, that's the beginning. All right. For the life was manifested, and we have seen it, and bear witness and show unto you that eternal life, which was with the Father, which is Yahuah, and was manifest unto us by Yahushua HaMashiach, and Yahushua is Yahuah. Verse 3, that which we have seen and heard, declare we unto you, that you also may have fellowship with us. And truly our fellowship is with Yahuah, and with Yahushua HaMashiach. And these things write we unto you, that your joy may be full. This then is the message which we have heard of him, and declare unto you that Yahuah is light, and in him is no darkness at all. Light is love, mean truth. All right. He said, if you love your brothers and sisters, correct them and don't let them stay in sin. All right. But when you go to correcting people, most people think you're talking about them. You know, you're being mean, but you don't want to see nobody go to hell. That's if you got Yahuah's Ruach. All right. Verse 6. If we say we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness, we lie and do not know the truth. Darkness is deceit. I can do what I want to do, you know, act how I want to act. I ain't got to obey the Most High, his son, all right? That's walking in darkness. Verse 7, but if we walk in the light, which is love, as he is in the light, we have fellowship one with another. And the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach, his son, cleanses us from all sin. Verse 8, if we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us. Because I used to say this, man, I ain't sinning, but we was born in sin out of our mama's womb. So when people say the devils can't be saved, I used to be a devil because we was born devils, led to the sheep and slaughter. So that's why I take Yahuah's word to get inside our mind and allow him to work on us, because we can't do it on our own, all right? And Satan play mind games too, okay? But pray for discernment and listen to Yahuah's voice, because he speak to you, all right? Deuteronomy 30, 19 and 20. Grab another Bible. Because I'm going to tell you like this, don't nothing make the Father smile like you have when you have a fellowship, because it's his word. It ain't my word. It's his word. So when I get on here, it's his word. He's speaking. I'm just a messenger. Deuteronomy chapter 30, verses 19 and 20. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, barakah and cursing, blessings and cursings. Therefore choose life, that both you and your seed may live. All right, verse 20. That you may love Yahuah, Yahuah, Elohim, and that you may obey his voice, and that you may cleave unto him, for he is life, and the length of your days, that you may dwell in the land with Yahuah sware unto your fathers, to Abraham, to Yishak, which is Isaac, and Jacob, to get him. So we represent that bloodline, all right? All right, Yahuah is the life. 1 John was written to show us eternal life. 1 John 1, 1 and 2. That we may have fellowship with that life. That it will produce a portion of what it's going to do in us. Fellowship between one another and with Yahuah and Yahushua. 1 John 1 and 3. 1 John chapter 2, 8 through 10. Ephesians 4, 11 through 16. Romans 8, 29 through 31. That our joy, strength be made full. 1 John 1 and 4. That we walk free from sin. 1 John 1 and 7. 1 John 2 and 2. Ephesians 2, 26 and 27. Sin is death. Romans 5 and 12. 1 John 2 and 6 through 12. 1 John 3, 14. Acts 5, 1 through 6. It doesn't always take someone to kill. Sin kills, okay? Life and death is in the tongue. Just imagine how many people in the earth waking up every day thinking that they got life because they waking up every morning. That's grace. Giving people time to get it right. Because I don't want to go to hell. I don't want to burn for eternity. So I'd rather be hated and separated about the truth than being in love and light and care about somebody's feelings and their emotions. Because that's what the devil used. Yahuah, he ruach, he's spirit, he's true. You know, he ain't no coward. He's masculine. Okay? The gift of Yahuah is life. So if people ain't got Yahuah, they ain't got life. Okay? I just can't call him God, Lord, and Jesus. He winked at me when I ain't know no better, but I know his name now, so I call on his name. We call by his name. My name Yehuda. My slave name Johnny James Plummer, but in Hebrew, Johnny is Yehukanan, John. James is Jacob. Okay? The gift of Yahuah is Yahushua. John 4 and 10. John 10 and 10. He came that we may have life. Walking in love is walking in life. 1 John 3, 1 through 6. Now, love cover multitude of sins. Pure divine love cover multitude of sins. So, I didn't know what love was until I fell in love with Yahuah. And he showed me how to love. Showed me compassion, you know. He also showed me not to take no crap off nobody either, okay? But he showed me how I gotta walk and operate amongst people. I'm not better than nobody else, which I know I am, but I don't walk around like I'm tough, like I know everything. I ain't on the street corner teaching and preaching. I tried that already. It got me locked up and damn near killed, you know. So I've been through some of the stuff that these men in the Bible been through. So I have lived and learned from my experience, the stuff that I've been through. You know, you bump your head a lot of times, you'll find out it ain't gonna get no harder. It's gonna get softer. Life drives out darkness. Only love can drive out darkness. All right, and that's life. You know, for real, for real. Hate. We can hate sin, but we can't hate people. You know, and that's facts. Yahuah hate the sin and the sinner. He said we hate anybody like we commit murder. All right, we can hate their spirits. All right. Yahushua is the Prince of Life. Acts 3:15. Keeping the commandments is enforcing the law of life. Romans 8:2. But a lot of people don't know the commandments, and that's your protection. The commandments. That's the whole armor with the red letters in the Bible. How many of y'all just read the red letters in the Brit Hadashah, the New Testament? Just read the red letters. All right. I had started a series on it, but I stopped. I might do a series on the red letters if it be Yahuwah's will. 1 John, all right, 3 and 14. Yahuah is light, love, and life. The light of Yahuah is in us. You can tell somebody Yahuwah, they can't see him, but that's all they need is bodies to get in. You got to have Yahuwah and the Ruach. They 3 in 1, like the water, the word, and the blood. All right, like the husband, the wife, and the children. You can't separate them. They don't go to war with their own spirit. You know, Yahuwah, they operate the Father's word. And no matter how nobody treats you, you ain't got to repay them back evil for evil. And it's the ones with the pure hearts go through the most hell down here because they trying to show people the Father's love. You know, Yahuwah can be mad with us. He still gonna feed us. He can be mad with us. He still gonna love us. He can be mad with us. He still gonna forgive us. He can be mad. See, I tell you like this. If it's not unconditional, like you love somebody like you love your kids, that's the closest unconditional love you can get, then they don't know love. All right? You can't have favoritism. I ain't got no favorite child, no favorite sister, no favorite, none of that. I treat all of them the same. I ain't got no favorite child or none of that. No favorite cousin. That's been played out. You know, my people, they obey the word of the Most High. You know, like the Messiah said, Mashiach said, my mother, my brother, they do the will of my Father. You know, I got love for my sleep brothers and sisters, but you can't mess with a slave-minded Negro. Because they'll turn you back to a slave. You trying to show them how to be kings. The sister trying to show the other sisters how to be queens. You know, stand up in righteousness. Everybody want to be us but us. You know, some people want to be thugs, thoughts, hoes, bitches, wenches, heifers, you know, all that type of crap. We don't do that in Yahuwah's house because that's not in our word. He don't tell us to downgrade our people. He tell us to speak the truth and uplift our people. And don't care what they say about us. All right. The light of Yahuwah is in us. John 1 and 4. 1 John 1 and 5. 2 Corinthians 4 through 7. Philippians 2, 13 through 16. We shine as lights in the world. See, they looking for the new heaven, new earth. His kingdom is his people. His land and his people. Them fake Jews over there, them Ashkenazi people. No, they're not his people. That land ain't even us ours. I look at it like this. I'm in my land until he come back. I ain't trying to flee and run nowhere. That's just me, you know. I ain't trying to run to Africa or none of that, over to the Middle East or none of that. All right. He said, If they say, go over here, go over there, don't go until you see him coming in clouds with all them angels, Malachim, the messengers with him. That's when everybody gonna bow. All right? The love of you, all right? The life of Yahuah is in us. See, once you get Yahuah, you're immortal. You can't die. You can die like this, your body, but you're immortal. You can't die. You know, in the spirit. The other people fail to realize, I don't want nothing down here on this earth. Nothing. All this stuff gonna burn up. The houses, the cars, the clothes, all that stuff gonna burn up. People gonna burn up for the lust of this world. I'd rather be hated and get mistreated and go through something so I can see the kingdom and reign in his kingdom 1,000 years when he come to earth and kill people. See, you ain't gonna learn this from your Sunday pastor, the goat riding Mason. You know, and sold lying to people and sold his soul for money, filthy lacree. You know, it ain't the money, it's the love of money that's evil. You know, it's idolatry, like jewelry, you know, cars and clothes, women and men, idolatry. We don't worship angels. We don't worship people. We don't worship the stars and the moon and the zodiac signs and all, because we know it's witchcraft, the ones who know the truth. So we trying to break our brothers and sisters free from witchcraft and mind control. And to you sisters got men of the Most High, y'all should be thanking the Most High for that man. And to you men got sisters of the Most High, y'all need to be thanking the Most High for that sister. All right. Now, the life of Yahuah is in us. 2 Corinthians 3, 5 through 18. All right, and read verse 6 too. 1 John 5, 11 through 12. This is the record. He has given us life, and can't nobody take that from us. All right? Yahuah's not going to give you something and take it back. That's what the devil do. He'll send you on a wild goose chase. He like tempting you. Okay? But a real man of the Most High can look at a woman and tell how she carry herself, how she dressed, and how she talking, who she belong to. And a real woman of the Most High can read a man, and she tell what type of man she dealing with. Now, when it comes to profanity, all right, I use it from time to time. Depends. If I'm using profanity, then I'm pissed off. But right now, I ain't using profanity. You know, because Yahuah can say what he want to say, do what he want to do, but people like to put him in a box. But we gonna continue. Deuteronomy 30 and 20, Colossians 3 and 4, John 5:24, is passed from death unto life. 2 Timothy 1 and 10, Yahushua abolished death and brought life and immortality to light through the gospel, the Besorah, the Brit Hadashah. All right? Galatians 6 through 10. But he that soweth to the Ruach shall of the Ruach reap life everlasting. See, we don't give a damn about no flesh. We care about people's spirits, their soul. You know, that's what the devil use on people. Flesh, looks, money, nice houses. Promise you all this shit like he did Hamashiach. And Hamashiach said, oh no, I bow to no man. You only supposed to worship the Father and the Father alone. You see, don't think ain't no devils down here amongst us, man. We already, everything running around here satanic if they ain't got the Father. Yahuah don't cheat. He ain't gonna lie. He gonna speak his mind. He's strong. He bold. He fearless. He courageous. He's creative. So once you get his reward, you gonna act like your Father. You ain't gonna let nobody take your crown, brothers and sisters. I hope not. You gonna speak with authority. Watch the Animal Planet. Them lion and lionesses in the jungle. Watch how they operate. That's how a man and a woman supposed to operate in this truth. Fight together. Do everything together. All right. John 14 through 14. A well of water springeth up unto everlasting life. That's what he say, out the belly of the righteous shall spring a well of water giving everlasting life. Okay. Them the ones who got life in them, walking Bibles, walking menorahs. John 7:37-38. Out of his belly will flow rivers of living water. That's the word. No guile, no cherry picking. All right. Ephesians 2:5-6. When we're dead in sin, Yahuah made us alive together in Hamashiach, Barak Yahuah, Halal Yahuah. Ephesians 4:18. Being alienated from the life of Yahuah, alienated from the life of Yahuah. This is what happened to Adam and Eve. A lot of people still got Adam and Eve on them. They ain't born of Yahuah and Yahusha of the Ruach. So they still got that spirit of Adam and Eve, that lustful spirit, that pride, that malice. You know, want to follow Satan. Believe what the devil say. We don't fear the devils or demons. We fear Yahuah and Yahusha, because we know we can't mess with the spirits and principalities. But Yahuah got Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel. He got angels that'll move on our behalf when we right with him. We don't have to lift a finger. All right, I don't own no gun. You know, I don't own no weapons. Yahuah my weapon. That's how strong my faith is. And I ain't scared to die, and I ain't scared to fight. If a nigga ain't my daddy hollering about coming and do something to me, he better be ready for a fight. All right? I'm a warrior. All right? I ain't gonna let nobody hit me and push me around like I'm some type of chump. Nah. Strife blinds the mind and darkens the heart. Your heart is your mind. I ain't talking about the one that pump blood. I'm talking about your mind. Ephesians 4:17-19. Lasciviousness, the absence of restraint. Lascivious to make you do something you shouldn't do. Lascivious make people do, well, I'm going to do this to them and get back at them and feel good about it. A lot of people do stuff like this, and when they die and get for the throne, they go in the lake of fire. Yahuah don't use filthy spirits. He used clean spirits, you know. For real, Yahuah don't tempt nobody. He not going to go against his word, but he will allow you out of temptation. The ministry, the whole body of Hamashiach has one ministry to itself. Ephesians 4:11-16, Ephesians 5:26-27. As one body, build up our ministry to the world. Philippians 2:13-16. Life entered hell and defeated death when Yahushua went down there and got the keys from Hashatan. He ain't going, if he come back to hell, he come to earth, because this represents hell too. Did he say he cast Satan and his angels out of heaven like a bolt of lightning to earth? Where you think earth at? So he trying to get many people to follow him and worship him. Okay? But we call devils out. We call demons out, because Yahuah give us discernment. I can't stand them. Don't like them around me. Don't like them popping up around me. Like I said, if it wasn't the law against murder, it'd be a lot of people dead right now. And that's facts. Because that's what's going to happen. It's going to be a fight. You can die. Yeah, you right with y'all, you still going to rise and fight again. All right? 1 Corinthians 15:45, Ephesians 4:8-10, Acts 2:24-31. It went in by the word. Hebrews 1:1-13. That's why they say faith come by hearing. Hearing come by the word. You want to fix your marriage, your relationship. You want to be healed. The Father's word. Stop running to the doctor and believe them witches and sorcerers. Okay? Because once they program your mind and tell you, well, you got this, you got that, guess what? You cursing yourself. Instead of speaking the word of Yahuah over yourself. And that goes for anybody. That's how powerful the word is. But Satan always come in, well, if I don't do this, then I'm going to die. But your faith will tell you, no, as long as I got Yahuah and Yahusha, I'm good. Because they give me life. It's all right to go to them when you need to go to them. But once they heal you, don't get hooked on the medication, because it's mind control. And it represents pharmakia, pharmacy, pharmakia. It's sorcery and witchcraft. That's in Revelation. Your mind is the strongest thing on your body, your pineal gland. And And once the devils get a hold to it, they got you. Because they going to be controlling you over the word of the Most High. He said you put his word first place and watch what he do to you. He healed me. And I didn't get hooked on Lortab. I didn't get hooked on the medication. No cap. I didn't see him work in my life. Took census of my intestines. I had a tumor on my intestines. But that was my punishment when he healed me. Because I seeked him daily. And like I say, I ain't been in the word like I'm supposed to be, but that's about to change. The word released the esteem, glory, Romans 6, 3 through 13. Satan was left like Adam and Eve. You see? Naked. No glory. He shall give him life for them that sin unto death. 1 John 5 and 16. The difference in our dying and the sinner's dying. The sinner's body becomes unfit to live, and the Ruach is forced to leave. The person exercising authority over the law of sin and death will leave his body on purpose, not being forced to leave. It's a spiritual thing. Who you thinking people down here? Who you think housing their body? Either Yahuah or demons. And demons will suppress you. You know, Yahuah don't want nobody. He wants you to fear him, but he don't want you to be so scared when you can't talk to him. Talk to him, he must when you're mad. That's when he really wants you to talk to him. All right. Walking in the newness of life. Foundation scripture, Romans 6 and 4. Yahuah commended his love toward us. While we was yet sinners, he still died for us. Romans 5 and 5, John 3 and 16. Yahuah so loved us before we were born in our mama's womb. He loved me more than my earthly parents do. Anybody, he loved me more than that. He loved you more than that. The angels, the birds, he loved us more than that. He just wants to turn back to him. Satan's job is to keep the vision, separation. All right. We were reconciled while we was enemies. Romans 5, 10 through 11. Sin entered the world by Adam and Yahuah, Eve. Righteousness entered the world by Yahushua. Salvation by Yahushua. Grace, mercy, love by Yahushua. You see, when salvation came on the scene, Yahushua was in the Old Testament too, but we're going to continue. Romans 5 and 12 through 18. This kind of love is in us right now. See, if they ain't got Yahuah, they can't love you accordingly. If they ain't got Yahuah, they gonna please their flesh over their spirit. You know, and that's somebody that don't give a damn about you, whether it's a man or a woman. We're in our last days, all right, and we telling people what's going on, but they ain't taking heed to it. So ain't no blood on our hands, because Yahuah gonna say, well, look, I had my people down there. And if you done met somebody with the Ruach and they hit you with some truth, it ain't no reason that you shouldn't know what they know. It's because Satan got your mind. Y'all people, friends of this world, the enemy with y'all. I don't want to be friends with nobody that I ain't here in the world, especially not nobody in darkness. I'd rather be by myself. You know, he said, don't mess with sinners. Don't walk that way. Go the other way. You can find a wise man alone, a wise person alone. I don't trust the crowd. Don't go in no crowds. I don't like new people. I don't talk a lot around people. I watch people. I watch. It's my job to watch because I am a watchman. That's what he taught me to do. All right. John 17:26. Righteousness can't contain this kind of love. You can do me wrong. I'm still going to love you. I'm going to tell you the truth at the same time. I ain't going to lie to you. To walk in love is to walk in the highest spiritual realm there is, where there is no fear. See, perfect love casts out fear. Fear is torment, punishment from Yah, because somebody doing something wrong. So he deals with him by tormenting them, punishing them with fear. he fearless. Once you know his traits, then you'll know his cheering traits. All right. The love walk. Foundation scripture, 1 John 3:1. This love has been bestowed upon us, John 3:16, Romans 5:8, and any of us who believe. All right. He say the devils believe, but they don't obey. All right. You think I'm gonna go to hell for me going against y'all? If I'm with a woman, I don't want no other woman. I ain't got time for no other woman, because I know it's of the devil. And people don't know how to say, and when people don't know Satan trap pits and snares, they fall right for him. But as long as you doing right by Yahuah, he gonna cover you and protect you. All right. He ain't gonna let his own spirit go to hell. He gonna protect your spirit. Satan have people out there crashing out, sinning, and it feel good, but the end is death for a night of pleasure or whatever they got to offer. You know, when he tell a woman to submit to her man, reverence her man, respect her man, well, what does that mean? Okay? And man dwell with the woman according to knowledge. I mean, if I have to lay my life down for my woman, I have to die for him like you should die for the church. All right, but we gonna continue. What manner of love? The love of Yahuah, Romans 5:5. Never fell in love, 1 Corinthians 13:1-8. A lot of people just use that word like it ain't crap, because they don't know the definition and the meaning of it on the spiritual realm. I hate earthly love. I love spiritual love. Okay? The commandment of love. All right? Another order from Yahuah. See, it's a command from Yah. I can't pick and choose who I want to love. Okay? I damn sure ain't loving no sinner. I got love for him, but I love who love me. I hate who hate me. That's on y'all's name. From which there is no retreat, about which there is no debate. Deuteronomy 28:1. These blessings shall come to pass. Exodus 15:26. Walking in divine health. You ain't got to go see no doctor. I ain't had to go to the doctor in a while. Only time I had to go to the doctor for a toothache. Or a doctor's excuse. That's it. I ain't hooked on no medication. I thank Yahuah for that he's my medication. Okay. Deuteronomy 6-14. Walking the covenant life. 1 John 3:14. He that loves not abide in death. Love your brothers and sisters. Love the strangers. Walking in prosperity. Deuteronomy 8:11-18. The royal law, James 2:8. 1 John 2:3-8. 1 John 3:11-24. 1 John 4:21. 1 John 5:3-6. Shlakia. 1 John 5:3. 2 John 5-6. John 13:34. Leviticus 19:18. Love your neighbor. And he say your enemy be up under the same roof with you. Be somebody you love and pour your heart out to, but they hate your ox guts. You see. And when Yahuah, he show you and tell you things, people say you're a fool. Like, no. Yahuah omnipresent. He see he's like a psychic. He or she, whoever got the Ruach, can tell when somebody full of crap. Don't care who they is. You can see through the bull crap. You see what it's really worth. Okay? I don't fall for anything. I don't care if it come from a man or a woman. Because once a person change, that means you better watch their spirit. Because Yahuah the same every day, whether he mad, depressed, sad, or whatever, he the same every day. Okay? And he ain't out to hurt or harm nobody. Or use, or he don't cheat either. He don't lie either. He'll go in the store and take something. I bet you that. And that ain't stealing. He said, if a man steal when he's hungry, let him pay it back, or whatever. But we ain't into that right now. Sin is violating the will of the commandment of Yahuah. To break the commandment of love is every bit as a sinful transgression to the law of the old covenant. 1 John 2 and 17. 1 John 3 and 4. Sin is the transgression of the law of love. All right. Proverbs 17 and 19. Why is murder sin? Why when people say the commandment's done away with, that's sin? He ain't just talking about with no gun. Because it violates the law of love. Remember James 2 and 8. The love walk cleanses us from sin. 1 John 1 and 7. And I didn't get this way overnight. I'm going to go through some more stuff. But Yahuah gonna give me, he gonna be my strength. He gonna be my guide and my leader. I'm gonna let him guide and lead me and follow his voice, not nobody else's voice. You know, it's like this is somebody that's giving you a fruit gems, you know. But I don't listen to fools, people who think they got wisdoms, and they can't tell you nothing better yourself, better your spirit man, your spirit woman. You better leave them people alone. This ain't no Christian stuff here that we dealing with. This ain't none of that. I can believe, receive, and get baptized, come out the water, and still do what I want to do. No. You know how we fear Yahuah? We obey his word and we stand on it. And you know why ain't no order in the home? Because Yahuah's word is not in the home. Meaning your house got to be his home, this body here first. Then your house will run in peace and love. But when he not in our body, guess what? Here come the devil. Yeah, one person trying to fight the devil and the other can't see the devil. It's just a no-win situation. And he tells how to fight the devil with his word. The incomprehensible love. Foundation scripture, Ephesians 3:14 through 19. Yahuah's great desire to give and serve is too much for man's mind. Abraham only believed in Yahuah. Genesis 15:1 through 8. Romans 4:16 through 26 shows Abraham fully persuaded. But what made the difference? The cutting of the covenant and the joining of the names is being fully persuaded to us today. Hebrews 6:17, Hebrews 10. Read that from the top. Hebrews 10:1 through 22. Romans 4:23 through 25. The same way Abraham became bold to trust Yahuah, we become bold to trust Yahuah. He ain't gonna break his promises in his word. I don't care what nobody down here say, what nobody say about me, or what they say, rah, 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 and all that bull crap. I'm gonna still believe in the promises in this Bible. That's what I'm gonna believe. That's what my faith tied to. This one of my passions. And cooking. Okay. And I'm gonna trust Yahuah what he stand on. Okay. And if I was you, you better be trusting on your God or Jesus or whatever they said in this Bible to do. Because the commandments ain't done away with. They being enforced. And if you ain't keeping the commandments, I promise you, you ain't got no protection around you. And the man is the protection to the woman. The man beard cover his shame. The man get it straight from you and Yahushua. Okay, the woman's supposed to go through her own man to get it. That's scripture. The man must be a priest of his own counsel. But a lot of men can't even must lead their counsel or fit to lead their counsel because they a different type of man. Okay, why you think ain't no man in the house? That's how Satan want everything. He want the women calling the shots, rising up against a man. That's his job. Show me one woman in the Bible saved a man. Show me one woman in the Bible talk back to a man and disrespect any man of Yah. Show me one. And he must have heard it. She hear Yahuah prophets. So you show me one that didn't know they role. See over here in this European mindset stuff, this Babylon and Egyptian mindset stuff, it's all type of matter of sin going on. Homosexual, gays, you know, men getting hit in the butt, women like it in the butt, you know, all this type of stuff, you know. So I didn't see our sisters doing that type of stuff in the Bible, or the men either. They just had sex and they was fruitful and multiplied. All that other stuff come from fallen angels, because they nasty. So they like nasty stuff. Yahuah clean. He like clean stuff. If you going around here sleeping a man or a woman and you got somebody at home and you out here sleeping with all these spirits, they gonna cling on to you and you gonna bring that stuff in your home. And your mate gonna be thinking they sleeping with you, but you sleeping with all these spirits. Yahuah give you rest. Okay? I don't want to be clean to nobody with all these spirits on them, because it's going to be hard to get the spirits off of them, because they got strongholds. And I promise you, if you are the devil, he don't care about you. He laugh at you every time you go do something stupid. Yahuah try to correct you and save you, but people hate the correction. So he say, let him go. I'll deal with him. Can't nobody deal with him like y'all. He jealous. He's a man of war. He bold. He love. I mean, he got a lot of traits, but he ain't got no punk traits, no coward traits. The incomprehensible love, Ephesians 3:14 through 19. Yahuah great desire to give in service. Shalaki, I read it already, so forgive me. Faith in Yahuah's love. 1 John 4:16, Ephesians 3:17. His mercy endures forever. 1 Chronicles 16:34. 2 Chronicles 5:13 through 14. Psalms 86:5. Psalm 136. Mercy endures forever, it never fails. Let it run its full course. There is now no condemnation. Psalms 23. Goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. So if ain't no good following you all the days of your life, you're in the wrong place. All right? Developing faith in Yahuah love. Put the word first place, not your feelings and your emotions, because you're going to bust hell wide open. Don't care if you're a man or a woman. But if you going off your feelings and emotions, demons got you. All right? And that's on Yahuah's name. Meditate on Yahuah's love. Fear will lead. Fear is the only thing that will keep you from acting in love. Act on the word. I told you. Decide to live the love life. Believe the love, the grace, the favor. Love never fails. Galatians 5:6. Faith worked by love. Barak Yahuah. The love way always prevails and produces victory. Love always repent first. All right? Regardless of what is at fault. I mean, I ain't going to keep doing the same thing. Somebody telling me, Yahuah work on me, creating me a clean heart. All right? Love stops strife as soon as possible and gets on with living. Selfishness or fear says, what will they do to me? Now, what will Yahuah do to you? He will kill you. All right? Faith and love says nothing. All right? The love of Yahuah never fails. So somebody who got Yahuah love, I ain't worrying about somebody liking me or mad with me. I got to kiss their butt. No. I don't care if somebody do me wrong. They ain't going to take the love that Yahuah gave me. I love myself. I got love for others. Yahuah will never fall out of love with you. Romans 8:35-39, Jude 19:21, stay in that love. See, people leave. How many people done told you they love you, but they not there no more? How many? You would say he's a friend that's still close to nobody else. He'll never leave or forsake you is what he's saying. Stay in that love. Because as long as you got Yahuah and Yusha, you really don't need nobody else. They your peace. They your joy. They your happiness. They your strength. They your strong tower. They your protection. You know, they your weapon. See, when you get your help from heaven, you're a dangerous man or a woman. All right? Developing Yahuah kind of love. To walk in love is to walk in the highest spiritual realm there is. We are to walk even as he walked right now. Ephesians 5:1-2. To walk is daily conduct a daily conduct. This ain't no part-time thing. Just like when you go to school or got to go take a test for driving license, anything, you study every day for it. Same thing he's saying about his word. We can't pick and choose what day we want. We got to love every day. Sometimes it's hard, but we still have to do it to give him his esteem so he can say, I see what you went down now for my name and my love. You got hate. People use you. People played over your heart, but I seen it all when you sincere. All right? We have been given the same capacity as Yahushua. Therefore, we are responsible for it. I can't tell you where you're going, but I can tell you what you need to know. When Stephen was stoned, he said the same thing as Yahushua. Acts 7, 5, 54 through 60. He learned waiting on tables. Love must be perfected. 1 John 4 and 12. If we love one another, Yahuah dwell in us, and his love is made perfect in us. 1 John 4, 16 through 18. Here is our love made perfect. We are born of Yahuah. Yahuah is love. Satan is hate. Satan is lust. Satan is pride. Galatians 5, 19 through 22. 22 is Yahuah fruit. You go up a fruit verse, you'll see the fruits of the devil and his children. All right? Whatsoever is born of love overcome the world. All right? Love is our only reason for living. The love of Yahuah shed abroad in our minds by the Ruach HaKadosh. It is in there, Romans 5 and 5. Confession will bring it out. 1 Corinthians 13, 4 and 8. Acts 7 and 60. Becoming love of Yahuah conscious. Again, we must confess. 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8. 1 John 4 and 15. Whosoever shall confess that Yahushua is the Son of Yahuah. Yahuah love dwell in him or her, and he in them. We have a love background. 2 Peter 1, 3 through 8. We are partakers of the divine love of Yahuah. Love will make us succeed, no matter what you do. Then I got a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I probably, if it be Yahuah's will, living under law of love, faith worked by love, the love walk, perfecting the love walk, and the revelation that opens the door to the highest kind of love. So until next time, I hope you've been edified, and I'm Elder Yahuah United Ministries. Hope you've been edified, and hope that you learned something. This ain't no attack on nobody, but it's wisdom, knowledge, and overstanding. And all you're getting, get overstanding. Ask Yahuah to give you overstanding. Ask him for his Ruach and his Chakma's wisdom. Watch what he do to you. Stop putting trust in man, women, princes, money, military, police, judges, and lawyers, and put your trust in the Ruach. Until next time, shalom. And may Yahuah Yahushua Barak you and your mishpachah.